the ecstasy and wonderment of almond milk. It's too easy to make. It's true, you can go into a store and you can buy almond milk. If it's organic, it's been in a heat-sealed, sterilized container. It's been sitting on that shelf for who knows how many months. If it's not organic, who knows what so-called preservatives and chemicals have been added to it to keep its so-called freshness. On the other hand, it's too easy, as I'm going to show you, to make almond milk yourself in the privacy and wonderment and ecstasy of your kitchen. And here's how to do it. You start with spring water. If you don't have spring water, filtered water from your kitchen would be all right. But try to use spring water since you're making something magnificent. And we recommend Mountain Valley spring water simply because it's the best there is. And it's been around for well over 100, 125 years. Nothing could be more American. It comes from Alabama. From a national, it's actually from a national park in Alabama is where the water originates. So first of all, and this is all there are no measurements in this. This is all just by sight, intuition, and taste. So we begin with Mountain Valley spring water, and you simply pour it into your blender. Okay. And then we're going to add our a couple tablespoons of our alive organic almond butter. We've been making almond butter for well over 25 years. I think we finally got it down by this time. As you know, we don't grind, we slice. We do it over 2 days. We grind once, we let it rest overnight, and then we grind again the next day. Also, I want to tell you that ironically, this is the best tasting almond butter we've ever made. I say this with a more than a tinge of sadness. The reason why it's tasting so good nowadays is because its water content its moisture content is very low, and that's because we're in our 3rd year of a drought here in California. So for the same reason that in your farmer's market, you're buying sun-dried tomatoes and going out of your way to find them, or even not sun-dried, but dry farm tomatoes, or you're buying dry farmed apples, and you know very well that their flavor and taste is heightened. So true with almonds. The flavor of almonds is in the oil of the almonds. And right now, the ratio of oil to moisture is the highest it's ever been because of the drought. So here we go. We've added some spring water. And then to the spring water, we're going to add a heaping tablespoon of our alive organic almond butter. And then, why not a 2nd tablespoon? And we're now going to blend it up using an ordinary, plain old, ordinary blender. Nothing fancy about this blender at all. A miracle has occurred. The almond butter has fleshed into a white milk. You have almond milk. And you will agree that took all of 2 or 3 minutes or so forth. We're not going to stop there, however. We are going to add, if you please, we're going to add some of our California sun-dried Thompson seedless raisins. And we're going to add some pitted dates. Hawali date, which is grown here in California, is our favorite here at Living Tree. And I'm just going to slice a couple of these dates. I'm going to take the pit out. And I'm going to add this to the almond milk. We'll try this with another date also. We'll take the pit out. We'll add it to the almond milk. and so forth. So we have raisins and dates, and in our humble experience, coconut sugar gives a clean, refreshing taste to everything that we, to every confection that we use it for. So let's go ahead and let's add a little bit of coconut sugar. Coconut sugar, as you I'm sure are well aware, comes not from the coconut as grown in the tree, but comes from the sap of the coconut tree, and is processed in a way very similar to that of maple syrup. And just like maple syrup is the boiled down sap of the maple syrup tree, so coconut sugar is the boiled down dehydrated dehydrated substance when you it is a boiled down dehydrated substance from the sap of the coconut tree. And finally, we're going to add some of our maple syrup. Maple syrup is from Vermont. It's of this is our Living Tree Vermont maple syrup. It's of high quality. And here we go. We put it You have an ecstatic almond milk. Imagine starting your day with this. So that's all there is to it. So much easier and so much better for you than anything you can buy in any store. Thank you so much indeed, and bye for now.